Hi, today I would like to talk about routines. Now, that can seem like a bit of a bad word in our modern world with all the things that we have going on and all the available activities and all the tasks and goals that we may want to pursue. But in reality, I think that once we're done with our discussion, hopefully we'll agree that routines can be quite liberating. The reality is that we're very easily distracted, and routines can feel oppressive. They can feel like a burden, something that we know we're going to have to wake up tomorrow and do. And I think that if we kind of adjust our attitude and adjust our thinking on routines, we'll feel quite liberated. In reality, a routine can provide some freedom if we think about it. When we're diligent in our routines, we end up with margin. We end up with areas in our time where we have ability to be flexible. And that's really good, as opposed to a huge list of tasks that piles up from procrastinating and not being diligent in our routines. I think of examples, especially in performing arts, where at some point in time, someone's going to be responsible for presenting the results of their routine. Hours, days, weeks, months of rehearsal, practice, just tedious routine go into a performance. Now, many of us have gone to either a concert or a recital or a performance of some sort and just been amazed at what we see, what we experience. It's larger than life in some situations. We feel like we've been kind of transported to someplace different where everything is just dialed up to 11 and everything is just excellent. We experience virtuosity from someone's performance and we're just blown away by that, and we're just amazed. And it's easy to miss the hours and hours and hours of routine that went into that performance. We weren't there for that. We weren't there for the first rehearsal or the 30th rehearsal or the 100th rehearsal. I'm reminded of a story of the breaking of a rock is basically what it is. This is a man working on breaking a large boulder. And every day he just takes a hammer out there and is whacking away at this boulder. And then, whether it's 100 times a day, 200 times a day that he's just cracking away at that boulder with a hammer, one day, can't exactly tell when, that boulder just splits in half. And it wasn't that hammer strike necessarily that was the decisive hammer strike for splitting the boulder. It was the thousands and thousands of hammer strikes that went on for days prior to. And that's the magic of routine. We get to sit in front of a beautiful performance and be mesmerized, and really the magic was in the routine. We don't realize that performer has performed that, played that, rehearsed that they're probably sick of the song, to be honest with you, or they're probably sick of that dance, or they're sick of those lines, or whatever it is that they're performing. They're probably tired of it by the time we've heard it the first time, and we're blown away. And for them, it's become routine. And that's not a bad thing, because what that does is that gives us something reliable to kind of create foundations in our life for success and to be effective. So routines can be good. I think about maybe learning scales or progressions to help build a melodic vocabulary so that we can play spontaneous. So spontaneity can be good, but spontaneity is really great when it is leaping out of a routine. I'm thinking about something in scripture right now that I've been really spending some time in. The book of Psalm, chapter 119 is just packed full of the beauty of routine. Verse 1, blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with their whole heart. Think about it. These words here is walk in the law of the Lord, keep his testimonies, seek with whole heart. I mean, that is like a dedication. That is some routine right there, if you think about it. If we go to verses 5-8, oh, that my ways may be steadfast in keeping your statute. Then I shall not be put to shame, having my eyes fixed on all your commandments. I will praise you with an upright heart when I learn your righteous rules. I will keep your statutes. Do not utterly forsake me. Again, there's routine and stability just all through those verses. Verses 10 and 11. With my whole heart I seek you. Let me not wander from your commandments. I have stored up your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. Again, this is the language of routine. This is the language of stability. Verses 15 and 16. I will meditate on your precepts and fix my eyes on your ways. I will delight in your statutes. I will not forget your word. That's beautiful. Meditate. I mean, that's something that is repetitive, right? Verse 20. My soul is consumed with longing for your rules at all times. Now, that's not something we think of very often. We'd be like consumed with rules. Maybe like if you have like a negative obsession or something like. But this is not that. This is something that is taking joy and taking sweet pleasure in the stability that's created by routine. Verse 24. Your testimonies are my delight. They are my counselors. Here the psalmist is speaking, right? And he's talking about how these testimonies that are given from Scripture, that is given from as wisdom from the Word, are counseling him day and night. They are constantly there to guide. Verse 30 through 33, I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I set your rules before me. I cling to your testimonies, O Lord. Let me not be put to shame. I will run in the way of your commandments when you enlarge my heart. Teach me, O Lord, the way of your statutes, and I will keep it to the end. I hope this has kind of helped maybe calibrate your ideas and your attitudes towards routine, whether it's having to do with your vocation or a hobby or just your spiritual life in some way, that you start to see routines not as oppressive, but rather as stabilizing, as something that's going to help you enjoy the freedom and the beauty and the fruit of your labor. And I think that if we will see them from that angle, we're going to see a lot of blessings in our lives. Have a great day and live deep.